Okay, so I took the sponging tool and I went along the edge of it and flipped it over, and I was able to pull apart. So I'll go ahead and pull this off now. Alright, it's pretty clean, not bad. Put this aside for now. So inside we're met with the Xbox original. I'm going to start taking some of the stuff out. So I'm looking at this, and this has got I think an 8 TB drive in it or something. It's pretty small. Yeah, it's pretty small. So most of these things come up like a PC. And unpop that, pop this out. A lot of people say do this first, but you know what? Not really caring at this point. There we go. Alright. Disconnect power. It's been disconnected for like 10 years, so I don't care. These are the screws that hold it in the Xbox, so that's a good thing. Let me go ahead and take this out. Okay, so there was a T10 here. I moved it and put it over there. So this drive should be able to come out now without any issue. Alright, so here's the power supply. That looks all original and it's fuzzy as all get out. So I'm gonna put the hard drive aside here for a minute. I'm looking at this Ultra ATA. I don't see any sort of size on this. Don't exceed 350 Gs. Okay, I'll make sure I don't do that. This is going in some sort of space shuttle. I don't know. It's an Xbox, so it goes somewhere. Alright, so I'm looking at this. Screw. There's a screw down there. Alright, and the screw up front. So we'll undo those. And then one on the side. And once again, that's a Torx T10 I'm using. Alright, now the drive should come out. There we go. Alright, and the last thing is the power. So, one of the things I'm planning on doing with this case is swapping out to a NAS, because I like the way this thing looks. It's just kind of old school and retro. That's another story. We'll get to that in a minute. So for now, we have an old Xbox. We've got the NVIDIA chip, and I think the GPU is down here and the CPU is here. I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Now, one of the tricks back in the day was to take this out and actually replace it with a double wired system. It gives you higher capacity on the hard drive for throughput. So it didn't increase the size of the hard drive, but it made it faster. So, but this is the old stock standard cable. The newer one is doubled in, or double wired. So I'll put that aside for right now. What I have to do is measure this, actually make sure. I think it was micro ATX size. So 30, this is 24. Yeah, so it'll fit just barely, and I may have to pull some more of this bar to make it happen, but let me do some more lookup on this, and then I'll be back with more. What I am going to do is take the power supply out. That's a definite for sure. Alright, so removing the board, of the Xbox. Pretty simple here. Let me take the top off. I've gone ahead and removed a lot of the cords that you can see. Some of these need to be done now, so take this one out. Take that one out. Both of those are out. Let's see. There's one here. One here. And I believe that would be it. And then obviously this big one, which may or may not want to come out. There we go. All right, so I've removed the screws. There's a screw here, here, there, one there, here, and there, and that's it. So, there's not any of the corners, so all those sections there. With those removed, with the cables removed, you should be able to take the board out now. So, all right, the board's out. So, bottom side of the board, it's pretty decent. A lot of stuff compared to the top. I'm gonna put that aside for now. Next to power supply. So this has been off for a number of years, but I would not advise touching any of this. Don't touch that at all, because it's bad. The screws are going to be here. See there. There may be one down here somewhere. Yeah, on this corner here, there's one here. I'm guessing there's probably going to be some more over here somewhere. So let me take a look at that and I'll be back. I've already taken measurements. I'll go ahead and put measurements right here. So the board will fit. I may have to layer this a little bit to make it fit proper, but we'll see. So that comes out next. Okay, so the last portion is removing the power supply. It's pretty simple. There's a screw here. There's one all the way down here in the corner, at the bottom right there. With those two screws removed, there's not one on this side at all, or any on the back. This should come right out like that. You can see there's a screw hole here and one there. We'll go ahead and put that aside for now. So here we are left with just the case. I got to clean this out because obviously it's pretty dirty. So, I mean, almost 20 years worth of crap. I'm sure it's got a lot of stuff. So I got to figure out how to take the fan out. And if there's any space underneath here. Now, my board will fit. And I think it's 19 by 24 or something. And this is 29 by something, I think, but I have to double check. But power supply, if I can get it small enough that will fit, it'll be stacked up here. The board will be underneath. This fan may come out. I may put another fan in because I've got to get the board peripherals going out the back, so I will have to cut into this, and I think it's actually this side, or this side. To remember, I think it's this side when I put the board down. So I'll have to cut this whole section out. So the fan will have to come out regardless. So, but that's as far as checking apart the Xbox. I probably will do another video of this when I get more parts in. Right now I've got the board, and I need to get a power supply and another video card. Okay, here's the Xbox One motherboard, or Xbox original, sorry. I'm going to go ahead and take the heat sinks off. So I figured the best way to do this is just pop them off. The clips are pretty simple. They've got a little jaw on the inside basically to keep them from popping out. So we're going to do that on both these here. I think. This one's not. There we go. That one's being a little persnickety. I'm going to toss this board at this point, so I really don't care if I break this, but I don't want to. There we go. Finally. Alright, so there's the bottom of the heatsink. It's pretty worn out. Looks like they used some sort of thermal pad. And it's completely worn off. So, which is fine. There's a chip. There's the plastics around here. I've heard this one is a pain in the butt to get off. And that looks like it's the case. So I'm going to start bending a fin there, and that's not good. Yeah. Alright, so that's the board. I may play with this. It looks like there's some fryage in here. I'll have to check that out, but it doesn't look good. So I'll check the board. If I find anything bad, I'll report back to you. But I think at this point, I'm tossing the board anyway, so put in another board. So okay, so I am going to try and take this last thing off just to show you. Got a pick and it's going to slowly and gently try and get through. I think the board's shot, because if you look at the chip here, it's severely seized up. Okay. Alright, there you go. There's the paste on that one. A little different than the other one. The other one was more of a, wasn't so much a paste, it's a stick-on, which is a thing that most people do nowadays. The way I look at it, though, if you look at that chip there, it's pre-fried. You can see the NVIDIA one is sold better, but not as great as the other one. So, considering the fact that that's burnt there on the corner, I'm assuming the board shot. So, I'm not going to go any further than that, I think. I'm just going to toss the board. So, next up is adding PC to the Xbox console case thing. Okay, that's what the plan for this is. So, stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and I guess do your thing. Or don't, it won't get done. Something like that. I don't know. Bye.